All right, so OTM Zay, we were talking a little bit about, well, we were talking a lot about the recent trial and things that's going on at No Jumper. Now,
Right.
we left off with Brick Baby, but you added a little bit of your own personal story. Now, when it comes to podcasting in the future, based on your experience and stuff between you, TTE, Naughty, getting pulled over, the arrest and things like that, your podcast footage being used or whatnot, what would be your advice for future podcasters if they are street dudes and that's kind of their hook?
My advice to the podcasters that is from the streets like me is don't talk about nothing personal. You only talk about topics. Don't make nothing about yourself. Don't make nothing about what you did, what you used to do, what you sold, what you used to sold, what you're doing. Don't make none of it about you. The only thing you need to talk about is the topics that is going on in the world that they already on. So you can talk about rappers, singers, athletes, celebrities. Keep it like that. Keep talking about other people. Talk about anybody else but you or your partner. Talk about anything but what you've done, bro. That's my best advice to you, because if you do it, eventually they're going to come. They're going to come check you out. You might even be lying. Like I said, you might be lying. You might just be up there just running your mouth to try to get clout, to try to get attention. You might be saying some stuff. I did this, that you never did. But they're going to come check you out. It's going to be a point in time where they're going to come check you out. And if you're really doing what you said on the internet, you're going to be fried.
Yep. And that was the case with Loose Cannon. Like a lot of that stuff, people came out and said he was making a lot of it up. But the problem is a lot of this stuff he wasn't making up according to, the case. And according to a lot of the videos that he put out there, it was like a mix of half and half. You know what I mean?
Right. And like I said, though, eventually they're going to come check you out. They're going to get tired of hearing you talking about all this. Eventually they're going to come, well, let's see if it's true or not. And all they need is for one thing you said to be true. That's all they need. They just need one thing to stick, and they got you. So don't even do it. Don't make nothing personal about yourself, bro. Don't try to be on here trying to show people on the internet that you really like that you do X, Y, and Z to somebody. All that stuff is unnecessary, bro. It's gonna put you through some stuff that you really don't have to go through. That you not gonna want to go through when you go through it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, just keep it about topics. Just don't make it personal about yourself at all, bro. And you, like I said, if you really like that, you really like that. So you don't got to be on the internet arguing, trying to prove that I do this. You don't got to do none of that, bro. If somebody play with you in real life, then you spank them. If they don't, then you just go on about your day. You don't got to sit there on the internet and try to get everybody to see that you like that.
Nah, facts. Nah, and that's very good advice. That's just advice for life, period. You know what I'm saying? Like 100. Now, okay, OTM Zay, I want to move topics, man. And I want to shift all the way over to Texas, man. And specifically, I want to talk about Dallas. Now, we had a situation that took place a couple of weeks ago where Yella Beezy was arrested and he was charged in the murder for hire plot against Mo3. The streets were shaking. The news was shaking. Everybody was tripping on this story. What do you think?
I wasn't surprised. Like, I'm going to tell you why I wasn't surprised, bro, because of course everybody going to side with the person that actually died, which was Mo3. Now, don't get me wrong. Mo3 is my favorite artist from Dallas, or unless we're talking about Young Nation. It's probably Young. Nah, it's definitely Young Nation. You know what I'm saying? Young Nation had me jigging as a kid. Out of bell. But after Young Nation, it's Mo3, right? But don't get me wrong, bro. Mo3 wasn't no innocent person. Mo3 wasn't no bystander that so happened to get shot and died. Mo3 basically accepted responsibility for what happened to Yella Beezy on the interstate. If y'all don't remember, I want to say maybe, I can't even remember. I don't know if it was maybe like a year before Mo3 died. It was right after, matter of fact, it was right after the comedian died, Roy Lee. Right after Roy Lee died, Yella Beezy was leaving the club, headed back home, and he got shot up. Leaving the club.
I remember that. I remember that.
Mo3 made a whole song about it. It's called Word Around Town. And when he was saying like word around town, they found that boy slumped over, and he was saying some shit. He was basically saying he did it.
That's the rumor. Yeah, that's the rumor.
You know what I'm saying? He was basically saying he did it. He was basically saying, hey, I'm the one that followed that boy when he left that club, and I went and lit his car up. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's not a surprise that Yella was seeing somebody, because I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. If a nigga say he shot at me and I'm coming back for that, bro. Like, it's on site. It's nothing that nobody can say that's gonna be able to stop that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So my only thing is with Yella is I can't respect it that he hired some niggas to do it. I don't respect that, bro. I don't respect allegedly Lil Durk. If Lil Durk did it, I don't respect that, bro. You know what I'm saying? How I feel like is, if you really want somebody dead that bad, nigga, you go handle that yourself. That's how I feel about it. You know,
because
a lot of people might say, oh, he rich though, he rich, so you don't really want him dead then. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I feel about it, bro. I feel like if you really want somebody dead, bro, you need to go do that yourself. Don't go. It's easy to hire somebody. I can easily pay. People get paid to do everything. I want my roof fixed. I can go hire a roofer to fix. You know what I'm saying? People pay people for everything, bro. But if you really want somebody dead, bro, I feel like the least you can do is go do it yourself.
It's wild because, okay, you talked about a lot of things in there that I want to talk about. Is the fact that it's been rumor, especially out here in Texas for a long time, that, you know, Mo3 was putting fear to them cats. Like, it's not he was basically terrorizing them in them streets, you know? Yeah. Like every time he had a chance, he would pull up and something would pop off or something would happen where he would pop at them, you know? And that's Yella Beezy, that's Trap Boy Fred, that's a lot of people. And that's why they were all kind of celebrating but scared of the situation. It was
at the same time, yeah, Mo3 was like that, bro. Mo3 was really like that. Mo3 was on that. He was on that with them boys.
So it's like, yeah, we felt real bad when he lost his life. We felt sad, man. It was horrible. You know what I'm saying? We still feel sad. But a lot of people, you know, they kind of look at this situation like maybe Yella Beezy felt his hands were tied. What do you think about that position?
I just feel like, bro, if you gonna take a life, we talking about taking a life. Mm-hmm. We talking about taking a life, bro. So it's, you don't, if you really want somebody dead that bad, bro, don't be a coward and go pay somebody to do it. No, bro, you want this soul off the earth, well then you go remove the soul off the earth yourself. You go do that yourself, bro. Cause look how it's coming back to bite him. Cause if this dude that he paid is cause it's alleged right now that he's cooperating with the authorities. If he tell on Beezy, now look at it. Well, you could have did that yourself and nobody would have told on you. And now you're gonna be fried. And that's on me, baby. If that nigga tell on you, Yella, if that man tell on you, say yes, Yella's the one that hired me, you gone for life, bro. And that's on me, baby. That's that nigga song. That's on me, baby. Yeah, you gonna be gone, bro. You did that yourself where nobody could have told on you. You know what I'm saying? Same way with Lil Durk. Same way with Lil Durk, bro. If you really want somebody gone, you can't trust nobody more than you can trust yourself, bro. You're not gonna tell on yourself, bro. Somebody gonna tell. That's why I say, bro. And not only that, like I said, we talking about taking a life. We not talking about, hey, I pay you $50,000 to go run in his crib and take everything he got in there. We talking about removing the soul off the earth, bro. So if you gonna do that, bro, the least you can do is go do it yourself. If you really want somebody dead that bad, you go do it yourself. And I can respect that. I can say, damn, bro, you know what? He just said, hey, there's no way I can live on this planet and he can live on this planet. I gotta knock him off. And then he went and did it. I can respect that, bro. But I can't respect nobody that go and do a murder for hire, bro, who pay people. It's kind of like cheating. It's not fair, bro. Because somebody coming for me that I don't got no problem with. I can never see him coming.
Yeah, that's a bad position to be in.
Somebody I never even seen. I can't see him coming, bro, because The car he driving, I don't recognize it because I don't know this man, bro. He coming to kill me strictly for money. We don't got no problem with each other.
Yeah, the thing with that is, it always seems like when it comes to the hitman, when they get caught, they always tell on like people or do something. Like even in you've seen in different like crime documentaries or whatever. So I wonder why Yella Beezy, obviously, if he's not a threat for you at that time, why in the world you would hire somebody? Because I'm not saying he did, but that's what he's being accused of. And then on top of that, the dudes that they hired, have you ever looked into this guy, Keywan White, or any of his charges or anything like that?
Yeah.
He's kind of he's an interesting dude.
He was out on bond for killing his boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever.
It's wild, man. It's wild, bro. It's some wild stuff going on with this dude. So I don't know who would hire him. I'd be like, Judge, I wouldn't hire nobody crazy. Well, you'd have to be crazy to just do that anyway. I don't know, man.
Yeah, bro. So I don't know why. You gotta look at it like this. Of course they're gonna tell, bro, because they don't feel like they owe any loyalty to you. They was only doing it for the money. So now once either they didn't get the money or they did get the money, but they still end up getting caught. Now it's like, bro, and I'm really finna go sit down the rest of my life when I can say, hey, he did that. I could probably take a 20-year deal. He gonna get charged with the capital murder.
Yeah, you're essentially swapping out because he did the murder for, even though you're the shooter. And we saw this with the Bull situation with John Gotti. Like, Sammy the Bull is the actual person.
Even though I'm the shooter, you sent me, bro, so they gonna extra cook you.
That's
they
crazy.
Gonna give you the capital. They gonna give you the capital, and they might just give me about 25, 30.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But that's the system, you know what I'm saying? That's how it works, which is bad for Yella Beezy if all this ends up being true, man.
Right. Yeah, he gonna be cooked, bro. That's why I say, bro, go do it yourself. What do you hire? Like I said, bro, if you really want a soul off this earth that bad, bro, you go do it yourself. I can respect that. I can't respect somebody that pays somebody else to do something dirty for them, bro. I can't respect that.
Yeah, that's nasty work, and it's a nasty game. And to be real, ain't nobody worth risking your freedom for and all that anyway. Paying, shooting, all that, unless there's an immediate threat. If there's a threat towards your life, somebody got something at your head, I get it. But if you're chilling at your house one day and you're watching cable and you're enjoying your snacks and you could spend the rest of your life doing that, it ain't that serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is not that serious, bro.
It's not, dog. What made me mad is, bro, I remember I used to get into it with some people, whatever, and some people that just came out of prison or whatever, and they'd be like, yeah, you ain't ready for that. You can't live like that. You wouldn't survive in jail. I'm like, nigga, you right, bro. I'm like, you right. You right, bro. I like Netflix too much. I like women too much. I like PlayStation 5 too much. I like YouTube and social media, Instagram too much, bro. I like being able to drive my car. I like being able to go get me something to eat. I like my freedom too much, bro.
You like to enjoy life, man. You like to enjoy the fruits of life, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And giving all that up for a moment of anger or a moment of somebody else thinking you something is not worth it for anybody on this planet. And hopefully people are starting to learn that. You know what I mean?